SU football with starting quarterback Kyle McCord. Kyle, good morning. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Things are good. A nice, pleasant flight back from California on Saturday. It's always a nice, even if it's 5.5 hours, when you come back with a win.
Yeah, I mean, losing on the West Coast, that wouldn't be fun.
No.
So thankfully we didn't have to go through that this year, 2-0 on the West Coast.
Well, 2 trips out west. The Las Vegas was a long flight. That's a nice flight on the way back. And now Cal, and I know last week Coach Fran said that one of the things that he wanted to address with the team is to get a faster start to the game. And you guys did that. You got LeQuint involved early, and that makes a world of difference when the game starts like that.
Yeah, 100%. I think that, we kind of flipped what happened against Boston College and flipped in our favor. Got ahead early. The defense, I think the first 2 drives came up with 2 big interceptions, got us the ball. And the offense put up points. Wish some of those drives would have been touchdowns instead of field goals, but, putting up points is good either way. And, did a good job of keeping the lead in the second half.
And it's also good, obviously, on the road when you can get some scores on the board and take the home crowd out of it. And don't get the crowd involved because, as you know, that can make a world of difference in a game.
And there wasn't.
No,
there wasn't much of a. I mean, not a huge crowd. I mean, there's a little bit of a crowd there, but I mean, it was a cool environment though. I think anytime you get to go out west and see stadium, I had no idea they built that on a fault line, and they had like signs in case of earthquake, like don't fall in. It was weird. It was weird. But no, it started.
Don't
fast.
Fall into the crevice.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. So it was kind of weird seeing that before the game. But no, it was fun. It was a good time out there.
Now, were there just out of curiosity a number of Syracuse fans who were there? And when you're on the road and you're traveling, whether it's to Cal or Pittsburgh or wherever, when you look up, do you see sometimes the same guys that really are following? That you recognize, not by name, but like that guy was at the last game and that guy was at
obviously, like some of the families and the parents and all that. But then there are a group of fans who just seem to be at every game, which is pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
It's cool when you go all the way out west, other side of the country, and there's a lot of orange in the stands, and kind of makes it almost like a home game. When you make a big play, you can, hear them cheering. So it is pretty cool to see that.
Now, do you see, because I've seen it in the Dome a couple of times, little kids wearing Kyle McCord jerseys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, that's...
What's that when you see that? Yeah, that's got to be cool.
It is pretty surreal because, like, growing up in, like, elementary school, like, every day I would wear a different player's jersey to school. Like, that was my thing. And now to kind of be in that position, having younger kids look up to me and wear my jersey, is pretty sweet.
When you were in elementary school, so that was almost 20 years ago at this point, who were the jerseys of the time that you would have been wearing to school?
I had some good ones. Obviously, like the legends, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, all that. But I had some good ones like Rashard Mendenhall, like random jerseys. Brian Urlacher was another one.
That's cool.
Yeah, I had like one player in each team.
Did you really?
Yeah, that was kind of my thing. Like,
what was the most random one that of just out of curiosity? I mean, obviously, if you had a Patriots jersey, it would have been a Brady.
I had like Maurice Jones-Drew on the Jags. Trying to think, Eddie Royal on the Broncos.
On the Bronco, yeah.
Yeah, Eddie Royal on the Broncos, like just random jerseys. Yeah, and that was my wardrobe for the day.
Why those particular ones? They just were on sale and your mom got them, or you really knew those guys and followed them?
I mean, I was like still am a football nerd. But like growing up, just kind of having a fandom for certain players. And so, that would be like on my Christmas wish list, like this jersey. That's where my parents got me. So yeah, that was me growing up, just wearing random jerseys.
Now, as long as we're talking about clothing, did you pick up your Winners Get Washed shirt yet? I saw that available online this morning.
I need one. I saw him rocking it yesterday or Monday, whatever it was. So yeah, I'm gonna need one.
Got to get one.
Yeah. Well, he was wearing it with like a little like sweater. That was a little. Sweater was questionable. I don't know about that. But yeah, I need to get that shirt.
Now, for you personally, you accepted an invitation to the East-West Shrine game, which is pretty cool. When and where is that game?
I'm pretty sure it takes place January 30th, and it's at the Cowboys Stadium in Texas.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah.
Just to be able to have that experience.
Yeah. No, I'm excited for it. It'll be good. A bunch of the top talent around the nation, guys getting ready to go on to the NFL. Playing an All-Star game, so it should be cool.
And do you know the other guys? Probably a lot of the guys who got invites from other teams that you still are friends with.
Yeah, I mean, I saw a few of them just across the country get invites, and obviously on our team, I think they do like waves of invites. So the first wave was me, OG, Fidel, and Cinco, Elijah Clark, and I'm sure. Like I could definitely see JB and Marlo getting invites too. So hopefully some of them decide to join me down there.
Well, that's exciting. Well, that's fun. Well, coming up this weekend, UConn coming to the Dome, a traditional Syracuse game from back in the day, mostly basketball when it was Syracuse, UConn, etc. But now with football and a history there. And what do you look at? And I know when you've been watching game film with Coach Fran and the coordinators, what are they pointing out to you?
Yeah, I mean, they're 7-3. And they played Duke extremely tight down to the wire, and same with Wake Forest. They've only lost to Power 5 teams, which, I think that says a lot. And they played them close, and they run a lot of good stuff on defense. Kind of veteran, experienced head coach and staff, so it'll be a good game. They're good, and they're not the UConn they used to be years ago. I mean, they're a legit team. So in my eyes, I'm treating it just like another conference game because they're right up there with some of the teams we've played in this conference.
Well, I know one of the goals was a few weeks ago to get wins in November, and so far that's been the trend here, and it'd be nice to be able to continue that. And I know fans get excited when they see 7 wins, potentially 8, and then a Miami game which has some significance coming up. So it's providing a lot of excitement late into the college football season here for the fans, and I know for you guys as well.
Yeah, no, 100%. I mean, obviously, wish you could have a few games back, but playing meaningful football this late in the season means you did something right. And so now I think it's just all about how can we finish these last 2 games strong and the right way. And obviously, it starts Saturday.
And last but not least, the late Dick McPherson is going to be honored, who was the SU coach in the 80s for a great run that he had. And obviously it was so long ago, but are you aware of the history of Coach Mack in that era, or not so much, obviously, just because it was a long time ago?
I mean, a little bit. I mean, I think, just talking to some of the people that have been in the Syracuse area for a while, they love talking about the history, and obviously it's, it's a rich history. So, you always kind of get your little history update every now and then about, some of the players that play here and the coaches. So, it's definitely cool knowing that, you're putting on like the same uniform as, guys like McNabb and stuff like that. And then I know obviously for Coach Fran, kind of the same situation in terms of coaches.
Kyle, thanks. As always, best of luck. And I know next week, it's a Thanksgiving week, so I don't know, we'll double check our schedules there, but we'll touch base again next week.
Sounds good. Thank you.